Hello, good day viewers. In this tutorial, we are going to talk about Pythagorean Theorem, which is a fundamental principle in geometry, but it is only applicable to right-angled triangles. Remember, we have different triangles, but a right-angled triangle is that type of triangle in which one of its interior angles is 90 degrees, something like this one. You can see this is a right angle triangle because one of the interior angles is a right angle, meaning it is equal to 90 degrees. So this principle is only applicable to right angle triangles. It stated that the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the square of the other legs. The hypotenuse is always the longest side of a right angle triangle, which you can see here, which is the slanted height. So we have a right angle here. The side length opposite to the right angle is the hypotenuse, and it is always the longest side. So the square of this side is equal to the sum of the square of these two other sides. Once you square this, you add these two together, it will be equivalent to this squared. So let's go through these questions. The first one is under right triangle. A right triangle has dash dash right angle. It has only one right angle, which you can see right here. The side opposite to the right angle is called the hypotenuse. I told you. So this is hypotenuse. Hypotenuse. It is the longest side of the triangle. The other two sides are called legs. Let's go to the next question here. The Pythagorean theorem states that the sum of dash dash of the legs equals the square of the dash dash. Okay, the sum of the squares. So let me write square here. Squares. If you square this, you sum them together. That is what it means. Is equal to the square of the hypotenuse. Hypotenuse. Not. This only works for right angle triangles. All right, so let's go through some questions. All right, here is our question number one. Shown below is a right angle triangle. You can see the two legs are given and the hypotenuse is unknown. Use Pythagoras theorem to work out the value of x. So remember that this is the longest side because it is opposite to the right angle. So we take hypotenuse squared equal to the square of the sum of the other legs. Something like this. 6 squared is 36. 8 squared is 64. If you add these two together, you're going to get 100. So this is x squared. Then you take square root of both sides. You have x equal to the square root of 100. And square root of 100 is equal to 10 cm. You can always discard the unit till the end. So the unit is cm, centimeter, which implies that the hypotenuse is 10 cm. Let's move to the next question. Question number 2, we are given a right angle triangle ABC for which the side length AC is 8 cm, BC is 15 cm, and we are asked to calculate AB, which is the hypotenuse. Let me call it H. So H squared, according to Pythagorean theorem, is equal to 15 squared plus 8 squared. 15 squared is 225. 8 squared is 64. If you add this together, you have 289. So to find H, we are going to take square root of both sides. And remember that we are dealing with side lengths, so do not attach plus or minus here because all side lengths are positive. And square root of 289 is 17. Hence, the hypotenuse is 17 cm. As simple as that. Let us move to the next question. This time around, we are looking for one of the legs. You can see the hypotenuse is given as 20 cm. The other leg AC is given as 6 cm. BC is unknown, and that's exactly what we are looking for. So remember that AB squared is equal to AC squared plus BC squared. AB squared is 20 squared, and this is equal to AC squared, which is 6 squared, plus BC squared. Remember, we are looking for BC. This is 400 equal to 36 plus BC squared. You take this one to the left, it becomes negative. We have 400 minus 36 equal to BC squared. 400 minus 36 will give us 364. Therefore, BC squared is equal to 364. Then you take square root of both sides. You have BC equals square root of 364. And 364 is not a perfect squared number. Therefore, you are not going to get a whole number. Rather, I know that 364 is the same thing as 4 multiplied by 9 to 1. And square root of 4 is 2. So we have 2 multiplied by square root of 9 to 1. Unless if you want to write it in decimal. If you want to do that, you can just plug in this one into your calculator, and that will give you 19.1 approximately, 19.1 cm. But this is the most accurate answer. Question number 4. Below is a right angle triangle. Work out for the value of x. This is the hypotenuse, the longest side, which is directly opposite to the right angle. So 9.25 squared is equal to x squared plus 3 squared. 9.25 squared is 84.5625, and this is equal to x squared plus 3 squared, which is 9. So we have x squared to be equal to 84.5625 minus 9. And once you subtract 9, you have 76.5625. Then finally, to find the value of x, you take square root of both sides. X equal to the square root of 76.5625. And the square root of 76.5625 is equal to 8.75 cm. And hence, this is the value of x. Moving on to question number 5. Shown below is a right angle triangle. Work out for the length of CE. So this is what we are looking for. You can apply the same principle, for which this is the hypotenuse. 13 squared is equal to 12 squared plus CE squared. Just make CE the subject. Therefore, CE will be equal to what? The square root of 13 squared minus 12 squared, right? 13 squared is 169 and 12 squared is 144, and 169 minus 144 is exactly equal to 25, and square root of 25 is 5. Therefore, the whole of this CE will be equal to 25. We have a right angle triangle here, ABC. We are asked to calculate the side length of AB. AB is a hypotenuse. You can do the same thing. AB squared is equal to 24 squared plus 7 squared. After you have evaluated this, you can take square root of both sides. So you have square root of 24 squared plus 7 squared. Just simplify this and get the final answer. Let's move on to question number 7. Question number 7, we are asked to find the perimeter of this right angle triangle. So to find the perimeter, you have to find the hypotenuse first. Then you add all the side lengths. And we are asked to leave the answer in one decimal place. So let me call this h. So h squared will be equal to 7 squared plus 10 squared. 7 squared is 49, 10 squared is 100. So we have 149 here. And finally, to find the value of h, we take square root of both sides. Just use your calculator. What is the square root of 149? Square root of 149 is 12.2 approximately in just one decimal place. So to find a perimeter, you need to add all the side lengths. So let me call it P equal to 7 plus the hypotenuse, which is 12.2, then plus 10. 7 plus 12.2 will give us 19.2, plus 10 is 29.2. 29.2 cm. This is the perimeter of this triangle. Let's move on to question number 8. Question number 8 is word problem question. Charles says that the length of the missing side is 41 cm, which is this x. Here is his method. A squared plus b squared equal to c squared. This formula is absolutely correct. He took 9 and squared that plus the hypotenuse squared equal to x squared. 9 squared is 81. 40 squared is 1600. Add together we have 1681. Take square root of both sides, we have 41. So we asked to explain the mistake. The mistake this person Charles make here is he assumed that this is the hypotenuse, which is very wrong. But this is supposed to be the hypotenuse. So we asked to explain, not to work it out. He assumed that x is the hypotenuse, which is not. Question number 9. We are given a right angle triangle here and we asked to calculate the area of the triangle. So this is one of the application of Pythagorean theorem. You're asked to find the area, but definitely you need the base. The base is missing, but you have the height. Therefore, you have to find the base by applying Pythagorean theorem. So let me call this x. Hypotenuse squared, which is 14 squared, will be equal to x squared plus 10 squared. All right. Therefore, 14 squared minus 10 squared is equal to x squared. Finally, x equal to the square root of 14 squared minus 10 squared. I would like to press everything directly. So in your calculator, just take 14 squared, write it. 14 squared minus 10 squared. And that will give us 96. So you write x equal to square root of 96. And square root of 96 is equal to 4 root 6. Unless if you want to write it in decimal as 9.8 in one decimal place. 9.8 in 1 dp. So we asked to find the area. So let's find it. Area, remember, is base times height divided by 2. So this is equal to the base is 4 root 6. Height is 10 divided by 2, right? 2 can go into itself one time and it can go into 4 two times. So we have 2 times 10, which is 20. So altogether we have 20 root 6 cm squared. This is the most accurate answer. Let's move on to question number 10. A 4-meter ladder is placed against the vertical wall. The base of the ladder is 1.5 meter from the base of the wall. Work out how far the ladder reaches off the wall. So we are looking for this. This is one of the application. So let's call this one H. 4 squared will be equal to, you should know that you can draw this one just from this statement. We just got lucky that they gave us the diagram, but we can do that. This is 1.5 squared plus H squared. 4 squared is 16. This is equal to 1.5 squared is 2.25 plus H squared. Therefore, H squared is equal to 16 minus 2.25, right? And this is equal to 13.75. Then finally, H equal to the square root of 13.75, which is approximately equal to 3.7 meter in one decimal place. Now let us move on to question number 11. RST is a right angle triangle for which the side length RS is 50 cm. You can see that. ST is 2 meter. You can see the hypotenuse is 2 meter. We are asked to calculate the length of RT, which is right here. Let me call it x. So you have to be very careful because you can see that the units are not the same. This is 2 meter, but this is what? 50 cm. So to make this one in centimeter, you have to multiply by 100. So this is 200 centimeter. And we actually leave the answer correct to 1 decimal place. So let's get started. This is 200 squared. You can directly bring 50 inside, 50 squared, and this is equal to x squared. So we have make x the subject directly, x squared the subject. So 200 squared minus 50 squared exactly equal to 37,500. So x squared is equal to 37,500, and x will be equal to the square root of 37,500. And this is to 1 decimal place equal to 193.6 centimeter, 1 dp. Question number 12. Question number 12, we are asked to prove that this is a right angle triangle. So let us apply the principle. 5.3 squared equal to 4.5 squared plus 2.8 squared. All we have to do is to simplify both sides to see whether we're going to get the same value. So I'm going to do that directly here. 5.3 squared is equal to 28.09, and this is equal to, let me do that step by step, 4.5 squared, this is equal to 20.25, plus we have 2.8 squared, which is 7.84. So we need to add the right hand side. This is 28.09. Is this the same thing? We have 20.25 plus 7.84, which is 28.09, and hence you conclude, hence it is a right angle triangle. Question number 13. The lengths of the sides are 4, 6, and 7. Is the triangle right angle triangle? Explain your answer. We are going to apply the same thing. Remember that the hypotenuse is the longest side. So we are going to take this as the hypotenuse. 7 squared will be equal to 4 squared plus 6 squared. 7 squared is 49. 4 squared is 16. 6 squared is 36. This is 49 equal to, this is 52, right? Which is not the same. This is not a right angle. Triangle. Reason: it failed the Pythagorean theorem. Since it failed the Pythagorean theorem, it is not a right angle triangle. Question number 14. The distance from a point on the ground to the base of a tree is 18 meters. The distance from a point on the ground to the top of a tree is 20 meters. We're asked to calculate the height of the tree correct to 1 decimal place. So this is the point they are talking about. Let me call it P. So from this point to the base of the tree is 18 meters. And from the same point to the top of the tree is 20 meters. We are asked to find the height of the tree. So this is the hypotenuse, and these are the two other legs. So we say that x squared is equal to hypotenuse squared, which is 20 squared, minus the other leg squared. You can apply difference of two squares if you could remember. If you have a squared minus b squared, this is equal to a minus b multiplied by a plus b. So this is 20 minus 18 multiplied by 20 plus 18. 20 minus 18 is 2, and 20 plus 18 is 38. And this is equal to 76, right? So to find x, you're going to take square root of both sides. Square root of 76 is 8.7 approximately, and hence x equal to 8.7 cm, correct to 1 decimal place as required. Question number 15. Shown below is a rectangle. So this is a rectangle. Find the length of the diagonal x. So this is the diagonal. You should know that this diagonal will be a hypotenuse because it is directly opposite to this right angle triangle, because all the interior angles of a rectangle equals 90 degrees each. So this is x squared equal to 20 squared plus 7 squared. This is 400 plus 49. Together we have 449, and x would be equal to square root of 449. And square root of 449 is equal to 21.2 in 1 decimal place. Okay, this is cm, right? Sorry. Question number 16, the same thing. I think I'm going to leave this one for you. We are looking for which side. Okay, this one we're asked to calculate the area of rectangle. Remember that area is what? Base times the height. So for example, if we are looking for this side line, the area will be this multiplied by this. Therefore, we have to find the value of x. So x will be equal to 13 squared minus 5 squared. So 13 squared is 169, 5 squared is 25, and this is equal to 144, all right? Remember this x squared. So x will be equal to square root of 144, and x is equal to 12. If x is equal to 12, the area, therefore, the area will be equal to what? Base times height, which is equal to, I can say length times width, all the same. This is 5 multiplied by 12, which is equal to 60 centimeter squared. Question number 17. ABC is an isosceles triangle. Remember, an isosceles triangle has the other legs to be equal. So if this is 8, this must be 8. We have AC as 5 cm. So what are we looking for? We are looking for the h. The base is 5 cm. So if you divide it by 2, it will be 5 divided by 2 each. So to find the h, we can say that hypotenuse squared is equal to h squared plus 5 divided by 2 also squared. H squared is 64, equal to h squared plus 25 divided by 4. And h squared is equal to 64 minus 25 divided by 4. 64 multiplied by 4. Then we minus 25. That will give us 231 divided by 4. H squared is equal to 231 divided by 4. And finally, h will be equal to the square root of 231 divided by 4. And this is equal to 7.6 cm in 1 dp. Question number 18. A helicopter is flying from a Redville to Lake. The helicopter departs Redville, flies 80 miles west, then 25 miles north, and arrives Lake. Work out direct distance of Lake from Redville. Okay, let's start. Suppose the helicopter starts somewhere here. Where is west? This is west, right? So this is 60 miles. Then 25 miles north. North is somewhere here. This is north. 25. And arrives Lake. So this is Lake. And the first point is Redville. So direct distance is this, the hypotenuse, h. So h squared is equal to 25 squared plus 60 squared. I want you to do this. H is equal to square root of 25 squared plus 60 squared. Work your answer. Let's move on to question number 19. A line joining the points L and M with their coordinates, you can see them here. L is what? -3, 2. This is -3, this is 2, so this is a point. The same thing for M, we have under 1, -3. Work out the length of the line LM. Where is LM? Okay, we are looking for this length. So to do that, you can simply connect a point here. Connect this one as well. Then you count the number of boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5 here. So you count here again. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 here. So to find the side length here, which is the hypotenuse, let us call it LM. LM squared is equal to 5 squared plus 4 squared. This is 25 plus 16. And this is 41, right? So LM will be equal to square root of 41. And this is approximately equal to 6.4 cm. I don't know. What's the unit? Okay, there is no unit here, so you can write unit. And this is the final answer. Question number 20. A council are designing a dog park that will be a rectangular field. The length of the field is twice the width of the field. The field will be divided by a wall into 2 sections, one for the large dogs and the other for the small dogs. So this is what they did. We have a portion here for the large dogs and here for the small dogs. Work out the length of the wall dividing the 2 sections. So we are talking about this. Let me call it X. To do that, one thing you should remember, they said that the length is twice the width. So this side length is twice this one, which implies that the whole distance from this to this is 140 meters. That's what you should know. And if it is 140, already we have 60 here. So what will be the side length here? All you have to do is to subtract 60 from 140. And this will be 80. So this is 80 meters. So now we can apply Pythagorean theorem to find the value of x, which is the hypotenuse. X squared is equal to 70 squared plus 80 squared. I think I should leave this one for you, right? You can do that. This is 70 squared plus 80 squared. Just find 70 squared, find 80 squared, add them together, take square root, and find the value of x. If it is a decimal number, you can round it to 1 decimal place. So let's move on to question number 21. Below are 2 triangles ABC and BCD. Okay, they are linked together. What are we looking for? We are looking for the side length BD. Okay, mark X. All right. First of all, pay attention to this triangle, which is a right angle triangle. We can call the hypotenuse H. So to find H, we can say that H squared is equal to 6 squared plus 7 squared. This is 36. This is 49. And this is 85, right? So H will be square root of 85, which is approximately 9.2. So it means that the H here is 9.2. But remember, this is what we are looking for. Then you should consider this one another right angle triangle for which x is the hypotenuse. So x squared will be equal to what? 11 squared plus h squared, but h squared will be 9.2 squared. 11 squared is 121 plus 9.2 squared will be 84.64. Then you add it to 1 to 1. This will give us 205.64. Then finally, x will be equal to the square root of 205.64, and this is equal to 14.3 centimeter to 1 decimal place. As simple as that. Moving on to question number 22. A frame is made from a wire. The frame is a trapezium. We asked to calculate the total length of the wire needed to make the frame. Give your answer to 2 decimal places. All right, we have this side length, we have this, we're only looking for this side length. So how can we find it? So you can partition this into this. If from here to here is 20, from here to here is 13, you should know that from here to here will be 7. So this point here is 7. So here will be 15 as well, because it must correspond to this. So let me call this x. So x squared will be equal to 7 squared plus 15 squared, and x will be equal to the square root of 7 squared is 49. This is 225, right? And the whole of this is the same thing as square root of 274, which is equal to 16.55 in 2 decimal places. So the length of the wire required will be the sum of 20, 15, 13, and this. So let's add them together. So the sum of wire needed will be 20 plus 15 plus 13 plus 16.55, and this is equal to 64.55 cm to 2 decimal places. Question number 23, shown below is an equilateral triangle with side length 4 cm. We are asked to calculate the area of the triangle. So if this is an equilateral triangle, remember that all sides are equal. So this will be 4, this will also be 4. And to find the area, we need the height. This is the height, right? It will divide the base into 2. So this will be 2, this will be 2 as well, this will be h. So we can apply Pythagorean theorem here. H squared will be equal to 4 squared minus 2 squared, right? 4 squared is 16, 2 squared is 4, and this will be 12. So h will be square root of 12 cm. So to find the area, it will be what? Base times height divided by 2. The base is 4, the height is this. So this is 4 multiplied by square root of 12 divided by 2. Remember that square root of 12 is the same thing as 4 times 3. So this is 4 multiplied by square root of 4 times 3 divided by 2. Square root of 4 is 2, and that 2 will multiply this, it becomes 8. Or you can just bring it out and cancel it with this 2, right? So it will be 4 times 2 root 3 divided by 2. 2 cancel 2. Our final answer is 4 root 3 cm squared. This is our final answer. Then question number 24. Rebecca makes a metal frame for a brooch by joining 5 pieces of wire, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The mass of the wire is 0.489 gram per centimeter. Calculate the mass of the metal frame. So to do that, we need to find these 2 side lengths, 1 and 2. So let's start with this one. You can see that this is the hypotenuse. So let me call this x, and let me call this y. They are unknown. So let me start with x. X equal to the square root of what? Hypotenuse squared minus the other leg squared. This is 25 minus 16, which is 9. Square root of 9 is 3. So x is equal to 3 here. So this is 3. Then we need to find y. Let me do it the other side. Y squared will be equal to 3 squared plus 1.6 also squared. So y will be equal to the square root of what? 3 squared is 9, 1.6 squared is 2.56. You add it to that 9, you have 11.56. 11.56. So what will be the square root of 11.56? That will give us 3.4. So y is equal to 3.4. So the total length of the wire will be what? We have 5 for this one. We have 4 here, plus 4, plus we need x, which is 3. We need y, which is 3.4, which we have just obtained. And the last one, 1.6. 1.6. Let's add all of this together. Altogether, we have 17 cm. This is the length of the wire. But remember, we are looking for the mass of the total frame. The mass will be, because each centimeter is 0.489. So for 17, we multiply together. Total mass of the wire will be 17 multiplied by 0.489. So this will be 8.313 gram. This is the total mass. Question number 25. All right, shown below is a right angle triangle and a cycle. So the perimeter of the triangle is equal to the circumference of the cycle. We asked to find the diameter of the cycle, which is x. All right, this is the hypotenuse. Let me call it x. So x squared will be equal to 9 squared plus 10 squared. 9 squared plus 10 squared. This is 81. This is 100. This is 181, right? And hence x will be equal to the square root of 181. So the square root of 181 is said to be the hypotenuse. So they say that the perimeter of this triangle is equal to the circumference of this circle. So the perimeter P is equal to the total side length, 9 plus 10 plus x. 9 plus 10 plus x, which is square root of 181. This is equal to 19 plus square root of 181. Then circumference of a cycle is 2 pi r or pi d, all the same. So since diameter is given as x, we're going to use this one. So this implies that 19 plus square root of 181 is equal to pi d. I remember we are looking for d, which is x, right? So you divide both sides by pi. X will be equal to 19 plus square root of 181 divided by pi. And this will be approximately equal to 10.33 cm. Is it in centimeters? Yes. So this is what we have. And question number 26. Work out the length of x. Leave your answer in sod. You can do this. This is the hypotenuse. So x equal to the square root of 10 squared minus square root of 3 also squared. This is square root of 100 minus 3, because power of 2 will cancel the square root. And this is equal to square root of 97. And what can we do here furthermore? We cannot break it anymore, so this is just in centimeter. Wow. And this is the end of this worksheet. Thank you for watching. Do share to your learning colleagues, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more exciting videos. Bye bye.